evening. It's 3:30 p.m. and I am commuting, driving the same place. Welcome to Washington DC. It's December 19, 2025, as we have a few days before we enter into 2026. DC is slowly shifting toward the Christmas celebrations. I have seen some decorations around the houses and buildings. Overall, everything is totally fine. The snow has dried out, as you can see. A couple times ago when I drove here, there was snow in every single part of this part, but you can see right now it's sunny. It looks great. The temperature here is 49 degrees Fahrenheit, almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are having the sunny outside, but it's not warm outside. Okay, inside the vehicle is warmer, but it's actually cold outside. Traffic is heavy. The average is for an hour drive in a 20 minutes drive distance. So in a number, when there's no traffic, it's 26 minutes drive. But now the traffic is heavy at an hour. Traffic is much heavier on look at this vehicle from Utah. I've never seen a license plate from Utah right here. It's kind of cool. In the United States, and what I was about to say, the traffic on Friday gets really brutal from what I've seen. I'm not sure why, but I think based on what I've been doing, for instance, applying for jobs, mostly in office jobs, they do require you to be in the office 2 days a week, and those 2 days are mostly Thursday and Friday. So I think this is why traffic is much heavier on Friday, because people are driving to the office and out of the office. Probably, on Friday, most corporations requires you to submit the report on Friday. So they go to the office to give a report and an overview of the sort of like working, whatever we have done for the week. So it's the reason why we see traffic, in my opinion. But traffic is very, very heavy. It's almost an hour drive. So, and this is because they merging between Virginia and Maryland and DC in the same route, same highway. But anyways, today I didn't do much as I should. I haven't yet started like doing any projects. I've been lagging behind in what I do, but I still make videos, right? I still make these videos, which is, I think, is wonderful. These videos makes me kind of happy, when I make these videos, kind of showcasing the DC area and how the environment changes over time, right? One time is snow, one time is completely dark, and one time is sunny, like right now. And sometimes it's sunny but it's completely hot, right? Or sometimes it's sunny and it's cold, right? So temperature goes from like 29 degrees to like 33, then goes back to 30, then goes to 40, then goes to 55. Yesterday was 55, right? So those changes in the temperature sort of, it does give DC a new impression, a new feeling. All right. This week I've been talking about this topic of banned countries. Okay, and if you're wondering why I am so involved right now than I've ever been before, because I live in DC, right? I have many international people here in DC, unlike in another country. Other places, people don't care. The rest of the country, people do not care. This road is closed. There's construction going on here. In other countries, people don't care. People don't pay much attention. But here, in other states, people don't care. But here in DC, you have people who move here for different kinds of jobs, different kinds of opportunities, and the government's decisions affects many people, just like in other country, right? And the country is the same way. So today I was just pretty much I made a video about it. You can check it out. This video is going to be uploaded after that video. It's a very long video. Yesterday I made an assumption is on why donations get banned, but my assumptions were not heard, they are not true. Some of them were wrong. So today I was reading that the executive order, the proclamation 10949 949. I need to go this way. I'm not turning in this area. Oh, just turn and let me go. I'm gonna keep going here because I'm gonna pass through downtown DC and just move on to the next area. So when I was reading today the proclamation for nations that were banned from coming to the United States, some countries were banned because of the terrorism reasons. Others were banned just simply because they had people coming in here and they overstay on their visa. I don't know how diplomatic works, but I think when somebody overstays their visa, their country has to take them back, I guess, right? I think that's how things works. So you have to take them back. That's like the assumption is when the country doesn't take them back, you know, the US is responsible for deporting them, and that's cost a lot of money and the resources. So this banning was basically like saying, hey, like if you can't take your people back, we're gonna have to sort of ban you from bringing more people to the United States. I guess that's what they think. I don't know how they did it, but that's how it works. Some countries that were banned, it was kind of sad. For instance, Palestine is going through a war zone, right? Look at the National Guard. Ooh, 4 of them. Why they have a mask on? I mean, it's too cold there. National Guards, they don't arrest people. They're not gonna like arrest you if you are a non-immigrant. I have no clue why they're walking around. I always see them walking around. I don't know what they do. Do they arrest people? Do they just chill around? I don't know. But you know, we've been having National Guards for years and people don't like them. People don't like National Guard in the city. But that's not the reason why the guy from Middle East shoot 2 of them. The reason it has to do with banning their countries. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I did today. Just go through the list to see why these countries were banned. Some countries were designed to have terrorist organizations. So for instance, Nigeria has Boko Haram, and the government has done little to prevent Boko Haram, right? Chad was in the same way, had little to prevent the terrorist groups. There was no definition for South Sudan. There was no, and then Burundi was just same reason as just, you know, they don't have enough capability to screen the people who are coming in here. But that's what I saw. That's what that's what they asked for. They just say, hey, if you guys can screen your people and make sure that we have all the information, like their birthdays and if they have any criminal record, cooperate with the law enforcement to show that the law enforcement release the data, right? If you come to the United States, when you come to the United States, you have to go through a series of migration and the testing. They test for disease if you are sick. They test for your like the very historical stuff. So I don't know which building is this. I've been here a couple times, right? And it looks modern, right? And there's like offices in there. I don't know which building is this. It looks beautiful though. They have decorations over there. You may wonder, like, why can't they get a job over here? You know, like, sounds stupid, right? These guys, okay, if the government opens up, right now there's a hiring freeze. But if the government opens up, they probably don't have jobs opening in this area. But a lot of these buildings that you see here, these are not like office jobs. These are mostly like This is Kanako. These are mostly like offices getting rented out to the farms, so they don't really have like specific jobs. Look at this bus. Looks like from 60s. Georgetown University. Look at the flags. I know they are flying, right? The other flag is Irish flag. I have no clue why do we see too many Irish flags in the United States. Historical Hotels of America. That's the flag over there. Then I don't know about the other flag on behind it on the side. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Move. Muévete. Alright. All these buildings over here. McDermott, Williams and Scheduler. All these are offices. You can see MEBA. This is Wells Fargo. I mean, I passed here a couple times. There is tour bus, hop on, hop off tour all day. I'm assuming they have like a payment inside, or you can just tap. You know, when they say hop in, hop out, they mean you just like just jump in. I don't know. They might have that credit card where you have to swipe and pay, I guess. I need to take a tour bus and tour the whole DC and showcase the DC area. Because driving through it is not enough for me to sort of enjoy or learn what this city has to offer. So I have to at least what's that noise? It's my drink. I have to make sure that I can go around and tour it. But other than that, the traffic is killing me really bad. I might actually be behind today. The traffic is piling up. We have all kinds of things happening right now. DC police, NBC News, that's ABC News over here. Is this guy crossing or what? I guess he's not crossing. Is NBC News stationed here? I didn't know. Really, their stations at the White House. Okay, that is the U.S. Capitol. As you can see here, all these are the building offices for the government. They are all empty because they got defunded, right? Empty and dirty. Nobody even cleans them. The sun is very bright, which destroys the visibility and makes it harder to see. So just keep that in mind, that the sun is absolutely killing the visibility here. I guess we should just go. Beautiful DC, monumental, very wide roads, extremely wider, difficult cutting corners. You know, when you're driving here, you don't gotta be scared about it. You know, you can, if you make a mistake, you won't get arrested. It's pretty simple place. There's peace here, there's freedom. These guys here filming, becoming excited, or maybe they're being political, talking about politics. Who knows, right? People come here for different reasons. I see models taking pictures here, right? Not that many visitors today on Friday. Unfortunately, people don't visit. Or maybe they visit in the morning and they go home in the afternoon. Beautiful big flag. So anyways, just know that, you know, if you're coming to the US right now from another country for any opportunities, jobs, education, just know that the United States is going through a transition right now. We are going through a technological boom where US researchers are developing new AI tools that can automate repetitive and hard tasks. So repetitive tasks can be things like warehousing jobs, administrative jobs, right? So if Trump is restricting countries from coming in here, yes, it sounds bad, but at the same time, like, why are you coming here for? Like, there's no jobs literally. Okay, now people with, they're gonna be jobs in the future, but for now, we won't be able to see as many jobs as you thought you will see. Okay, let me go over here because that guy is blocking the area. There's food trucks here. Okay, so yes, we do have street vendors here in Washington DC as well, in the national capital of Washington DC. Okay, so don't be surprised that we have this. I don't know what this is. I have no clue what this does. People are watching the museums here, right? The American Story, lots and lots of things. This is, I think, this is Smithsonian Museum, as far as I know. I don't know anything else here. I don't know. I don't have. They have beautiful food over there. Ice cream, like hot dogs. If you wanna eat, can you always eat over there? This vehicle here does advertisement. I think this guy gets paid to advertise things over here. Be an agent of purpose, right? So they get paid to go to drive around and advertise. That's all I can say here. It's just very calm city, no chaos. Nowhere in DC you will ever see chaos. New York City, there are some areas where there is chaos. There's some areas where it's very quiet. Like Manhattan is very quiet, and other places like very chaotic. Similar with Kampala, you have places where there's too much chaos, right? Too many people, too many homeless, too many things going on. Like Hollywood, for example, is very chaotic. Similar with San Francisco, similar with Chicago, similar with any other city. In Washington DC, we don't have like very chaotic situation here. Like we don't have chaos here, as far as I know. Please drive carefully with care. Please drive with care. Another tunnel. This is a new tunnel. I've never been in this tunnel before, so I always get to a new tunnel every single time, which is cool. But this is the new tunnel that GPS brought me in, and there's a heavy traffic. There are a bunch of tunnels in Washington DC, a bunch of them, and you can't really know which one you're in. Right? You just have to embrace them as they are. Also, I need to get over. So yeah, so if you come to the United States, just know that the jobs right now are compromised. Companies are no longer hiring people; they are now focusing more. Also, you may even get hired without moving here. You can get hired without moving here. You don't have to move here to get hired. Companies are outsourcing jobs overseas by hiring foreigners, paying them $2 to work overseas. So here's traffic. My first time here, so this is a different view. Now you can see the sign USPS 250, the orange read in the distance. You can sit down here, right? Now you know, like, there's a bunch of tunnels beneath my car, behind me. Look at the traffic here. This is emerging, this is emerging, this is emerging. So you have a bunch of traffic emerging in one lane, in one highway, making it extremely harder, and the traffic gets if you put in a GPS in your phone at 1 p.m. and it says 30 minutes drive, but you are going to be leaving at 3 p.m., just to know that the traffic is gonna increase by that time. And then even if you put in the time at 3 p.m. and the time says 40 minutes, just know that by the time you drive to the actual roads, highway like this, the time will increase, because everybody's going the same time. Everybody's doing the same thing. In the US, we do the same thing. Okay, people go to the same place, same area. That increases traffic. Okay. Alright. Seems like the roads are ending here. Alright. I'm in. Right, the traffic is clearing up ahead. It's turning blue. So after that, we can actually hit the gas and catch up with time. Sometimes the traffic clears pretty fast, especially in Virginia, because there is not that many accidents here. That's what I like about Virginia. Just there's not that much accident here. It's very rare, and when an accident happens, it clears off fast, like in 2 seconds. Okay, it clears quicker. The police is always ready and steady to get things done. In Maryland, when traffic hits, right, it takes hours to get it done. When an accident happens, it takes hours to get it cleared. Here, police comes up and gets everything done in 2 seconds. I guess that's because majority of the police officers in DC are used to deal with military all the time, because there's a bunch of military here. So another traffic here, a little heavy, but it's gonna clear up after that. But it pushes me back to 24 minutes, which is insane. You'll be surprised that you can get stuck in the traffic for like an hour, just a matter of seconds. Alright. Other than that, enjoy the view, enjoy the drive. I hope you're having a good time. I love these videos. I really do, because when I'm free, I just go on YouTube and watch them. And watching yourself recording, watching yourself talk like this, it's I think it's amazing. I think it's cool. Another sign here, hitting in the face, straight in the face. Traffic is getting clear, and we're about to speed in a few seconds. That was quick clearance. People turning, people emerging, because they're going to the different lane. They are exiting the lane, so I need to go here so I can speed up. Right lane is for speeding, left lane is for speeding. You see that? Yeah. At this one, they turn on the signal, it makes you aware. Maryland, no signal, and it's easy to cause an accident when that happens. I have to keep watching an eye because the sun is hitting my face, so I have to keep an eye out. Otherwise, I could watch a little bit behind, and somebody may break down, somebody may get in and end up causing an accident. So I have to keep an eye out. Alright, so let's speed up, let's catch up. There is no traffic here, so we should be good. Everybody's slowing down, Yeah, keep going, no slow down. Why people are slowing down over this side? I'm not sure why everybody's slowing down here. These vehicles are slowing down for no reason. So there's gonna be more traffic. There's a wind outside, it's blowing my car really bad. Like I can feel it. Pentagon, I always film this area every time I pass here. A bunch of cars over there parked. Those are Pentagon employees. Alright. Again, If you need a job at the Pentagon, wait next year. They're gonna pass a new budget. They passed a new budget, a temporary budget recently. I think it was this November, before Thanksgiving. So the budget is too small, and it's gonna end in January 2025, 2026. Then they're going to pass a new budget again. The wind is blowing my car. And to pass a new budget again, which will allow the federal government, federal contractors to hire more people. So we won't see more jobs I think next year. But if you want to work for Pentagon, around here Pentagon, just know that they will be hiring a lot of foreign agents, a lot of foreign officers. Most likely they're going to hire the former USAID officers, because USAID got eliminated, but it didn't go forever. They're going to create another traffic here again. They're going to create a new agent that's going to replace USAID. Okay. That's how things works. Okay, but USAID was very beneficial to US government, especially when it came to involving in a national conflict, spying on every single person. Okay, you are president, you are freaking president. Wherever you come from, pick a country. Uganda, there's an agent right now as I speak who knows what President of Uganda, Museveni, how he eats, how much he weighs, if he's sick or healthy, the height, his age, where he sleeps, the size of his bed, the shoes he wears, what he speaks, his kids, his grandchildren. There's an agent right now as I speak who spies on Museveni 24/7. If the US government wants to kill Museveni, like right now, they will do it in 2 seconds, right? Similar with, like, I don't know, Tshisekedi of Congo, the Kagame of Rwanda. Like, there's always a US spy agent spying these presidents. Okay, so USAID was one of the agents that was working for the US government, that was responsible for sending agents. If you speak to every single USAID officer who got returned back to the United States, they will tell you that they were officers. What the fuck does officers mean? It means they were actually spying on other countries. No, these are foreign agents. So every president, even the president of China, Xi Jinping, there's an agent somewhere in Beijing spying on the Chinese president. There's an agent somewhere in Russia spying on Vladimir Putin. There's an agent somewhere in Europe spying on Queen Elizabeth, whatever, her husband or her kids, whatever, right? King Charles. So there's an agent anywhere. There's an agent spying on, I don't know, Vladimir Zelensky. There's an agent spying on North Korean President Kim Jong-un. There's an American agent in every single corner of the world doing the work. So USAID was beneficial to the US government. Okay, and getting rid of it did not mean that it went away. It did not mean that the US gave up on spying other countries. They're gonna create a new agent and then use that agent. Okay, but this time this agent might become more private, more secretive, instead of like publicly. USAID was known to give things like food, right? It was involved in international humanitarian aid, right? They were known to work with agents, they known to work with military, they known to work with different things. But right now, those things might be converted to things like Red Cross, Samaritan Path. Also, USAID was somehow, they were spying on other countries, so there was a report of corruption. So whenever US will send the money towards the countries, the government, the president will take some percentage from the donations, then this agent will take another percentage, then the citizen will get, from that country will get like 1%, like nothing, right? So all those information were reported by the USAID. So anyway, the point is, US did not step away from these countries. Like I mentioned earlier, on how on the US is banning this, when the US is banning these countries from coming here. How do they know? Because they have agents in each and every country. They have an agent probably spying on Boko Haram. They know their agenda, they know all their actions. And you may ask yourself, why don't these agents stop things from happening? And that's because, you know, agents, I mentioned this just yesterday, agents are given the responsibility. They are known as the CIA agents for a reason. Okay? Central Intelligence Agency. When you're an intelligence officer, your job isn't to report. You're not a journalist. You don't go out there reporting BS. You're not out there telling people, hey, look, we need to kill this president because the president is doing XYZ. No. The agent's goal is to give the information to the president of the US, to the military of the US. That's it. That's what they do. They are not responsible for, you know, coordinating. If they have to kill somebody, you know, like if they have to kill a president of Uganda or a president of Kenya, a president of I don't know, China, they have to hire a different agency. They have to hire a hitman, right? That's a different person. That person is like a killer, right? They could intercept the aircraft, crash an airplane the president is flying in. They could ambush them at night. They could recruit the local militias to attack and do coup d'etat, right? They could do other things. Agents could do a lot of things, right? There are a lot of things that they can do to sort of, you know, eliminate any president in the world. So this is why they don't do that. So my camera turned off because it's very hot, but I've been stuck in here for like 20 minutes already, and the sun is very straight in the face. You can barely see. Oh yeah, I now kind of see why Virginia is not a good place. I see why Amazon built their headquarters in Crystal City instead of like deep in Virginia. Yeah, in a way, somebody would be commuting every day here like this. This is brutal. Like the sun is hitting you in the face, and nah, it's not good. You need sunglasses. Also, the traffic is so bad. It's always on Friday. Like I've been stuck in here for an hour. I left DC at 3 p.m. and it's 4 p.m. right now. It's been an hour and I still haven't. I'm driving an hour and a half in a 26-minute drive in a typical day when there's no traffic. Yeah, it's insane. Also, why? Okay, but I'm about to turn. I don't know why GPS is really acting this way. But it looks like I'm gonna have to change lanes and go to a different lane because it looks like GPS is telling me that there's something happening over there, so I won't be able to, and unfortunately I won't be able to beat the traffic, so I have to change the lane and go to a different lane. Move. Stop honking. You're honking. You have to move. Alright, come on. Why you guys keep coming? Let me turn. Alright. They're in the lane, they're not even turning, they're just like trying to get back in the lane. I'm trying to turn. You can barely see, like this guy's getting in, I cannot see him. If I had sunglasses, I'll be able to block the sun and I can see clearly, but I cannot see. And I cannot risk it. Like the entire highway is really blocked. and these guys are not moving because the people are trying to merge back in. They are blocking the intersection. They are basically blocking the exit. And I'm trying to take the exit, turn around, because if I have to stay in here, I'll be near for an hour, probably an hour and a half. So GPS is telling me to go around, take a different route. This is insane. I feel like I don't want to be here on Friday. Other days are totally fine. Friday is the worst. It's when things piles up. I don't know why. I don't know where people be going. Right? Alright, look at that. Crazy. Not even moving. I'm gonna have to take this route. So GPS is recommending me this route. So what I'm gonna be taking. I think I need to go here. Yeah, I can barely see. What the hell? Oh yeah, now I can see. Okay, look at the traffic here. The traffic here is piling up. And for me, I'll take this route, and eventually, hopefully, I can escape the traffic. Alright, so taking a different route, and hopefully this traffic will be gone. So you can see here, it's completely empty. Nobody's here. So I'm gonna have to keep going, and then GPS is telling me to turn right on the light, and then oh yeah, this is very annoying. Like, I hate traffic so bad, which is why I prefer taking a metro. Metro is always the best thing to do, because it's just sit in a train and it takes you wherever you want to go. Unfortunately, in Washington DC, every freaking employer, everyone in the United States, every employer builds their houses, their corporations away from the main metro center. Only poor people live on the metro. Okay, but here I'm in a beautiful place. I've never been here before, so here we go. I guess I'm giving a new tour over here about the Arlington, Virginia. This is Arlington, Virginia, by the way, and it looks beautiful. Beautiful communities, beautiful homes, right? Very decent. There's a bus coming from that side, so I'm gonna let them pass fast. Let them come out, then I can go in. Okay, Virginia. This is Virginia, very rural area. GPS took me here. I'm going to save some minutes, but you also get to enjoy the tour of the Arlington, Virginia. Alright, very rich suburbs here. Only majority here are white. Very rare will you find black folks living in here, because it's a very expensive place to live. Because it's close to Pentagon, it's close to the government. Almost all the homes here are owned by people with more money. Right, so just keep that in mind. But if you have money, you can always buy a house here. For a lawyer, a judge, a scientist, a researcher, you will always have a house here. Public transit is terrible, right? You don't see this in Maryland or DC, where they have public transit. Here, it's not that common. People here drive a lot. Despite being close to DC, public transit here is not impressive. Also, the nature changes. Like, it doesn't look like Maryland. Maryland is totally different from here. Alright, you can see all the museums are named after the military. Fort Ward Museum and the park. Right, so they have all those military related, because here there has been a bunch of wars and military operations back in the 1600s, from the independence to fighting the colonies to, like, a lot of things have happened in this area. So it looks like we are turning here, and it looks like we might cut some corners, but there's gonna be traffic again ahead, so we're not skipping traffic. we did not escape traffic. That means we are cutting them apart. This is Addington. If you see A25, it means it's Addington. If it is A25 is Addington, F means Fairfax County. Okay, so you can see A, that's A, Addington. If you see the bus that says A, it's Addington. And also, why does the bus lanes don't have waiting, like something to cover the area where people are waiting for the bus? Alright, I think Addington County buses are free, right? They should be free because this is a rich area. They should be able to have them free, just like Montgomery County in Maryland. Virginians are very Christian. You can tell here it's very colonial, right? Their houses, unlike DC, houses have Christmas decorations on it. Yeah, you can see that. Can you see that? That's beautiful, beautiful house over here. You can see the Christmas, right? That's why I was surprised when I was driving in DC. The Maryland did not have. Well, this guy looks familiar. The Maryland did not have the decorations similar with DC. There's no decorations here. Houses are decorated with Christmas. They are ready to party, I guess. Alright, so next time I'm gonna use the Waze app to track traffic. I hope I'm okay to track traffic, because it seems like right now the traffic was brutally insane here. But you can see beautiful homes, right? This mansion is built like around 1940s, right? Trees, so nice backyards. You don't see that in Maryland or DC, because the neighborhood is very packed. It's compact. It's overpopulated, so it makes it harder to have even a backyard. But enjoy Maryland, Virginia. The reason why I want to live in Virginia is because it just looks boring, you know. Unless you have a family and kids, it just looks boring. It's just such a boring place. No cameras here, so they don't have cameras just like Maryland or DC. So if you live in Virginia, you will enjoy the freedom of speeding and get away without getting arrested or getting a ticket in the mail. So freedom. That looks like a city over here. I think that's the city of Addington. I'm not too sure. But look at the traffic over there, speeding up. In DC, in Addington, Virginia, Addington downtown. So turning it here as well, and seems like I can keep going again. I hope you're enjoying the view here in Addington, a place I never shown you before. I hope you're having a good time, and just enjoy it. And as I try to showcase the beauty of Addington, Virginia. Very, very colonial homes. Look at these homes, huge, big homes, and only like 2 or 3 people live in these homes. Okay, because these homes are mostly owned by white people. White people have more money. They have more money, less children. More money, less children. So that leaves them with huge house with pool, and crab house and hot tubs and 3 kitchens and 50 bedrooms and only 2 people in the house. Barely use them. So let's speed up a little bit. Let's catch up with the traffic. Trying to get home on time. But look at this place. Right, it looks beautiful here. The apartments. I heard that Virginia is much cheaper. Is it cheaper or more expensive? I guess cheaper or more expensive than Maryland. I don't know. But let's go and catch up. Very Addington, Fairfax. Right. This is the Fairfax, Tyson. So you have Fairfax County serving this area. So A can be Addington, can also be Alexandria. So I'm not sure. I think Alexandria is like AX. I don't know if they have Alexandria buses serving this area. but here it is. The apartments are beautiful, right? Nice community. These apartments must be cheaper because it's so far from the main city. It's really far from the main city. So everybody discovered the house. So my camera keeps turning off. I'm gonna have to say goodbye in a few minutes because the camera keeps turning off and the camera is also, the battery is dying. I recorded like an hour of videos because I've been stuck in traffic, but here I am. There's actually a camera here. I think it's a speed camera. You also have this place. I don't know where this is. I have no clue. Never been here before, but I think this is Arlington, Virginia. It's really good looking. Nice apartments here. Typical American apartments. You know, they are all modern, somehow modern. And the traffic is still piling up really fast. Like, it's getting insane. Not just annoying, but also like pretty terrible. And I'm hoping that I'm going to catch up in a few seconds from now. Okay, so let's do it. Let's see if we can catch up this traffic. But then, other than that, enjoy the Maryland area. Enjoy the Virginia, I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna jump again into the highway. Heading toward this where I'm going. So this looks like a Virginia downtown area, I'm assuming. But I'm gonna jump into the main highway. Actually, I'm already in the main highway, so I'm gonna go to the main highway. Then there's no traffic after that. But where I was earlier, the traffic is piled. Also, there's like 2 accidents happening. So I dodged the bullet by taking this route, thanks to GPS, for free. I'm thankful for it. All you have to do is buy the data. They'll do everything for you. They track you, they have your data, but at the end of the day, they just, you know, do everything for you. So look at these apartments, huge apartments. I don't know if it's an apartment, if it's a hotel, but it's huge. So let's catch up. Let's drive a little bit faster. Hopefully everybody drives faster. You know, by the end of the day, no rush. There's no rush. I'm not rushing anything like that. I'm just trying to sort of like you know, have a good time here, explore new places. Look at the park, Benny Park. I need to go over because there's a bus in front. This bus is like stopping. Alright, Virginia, Duke Street land use plan. This is Duke Street. But I hope you enjoy Virginia. Look at these beautiful homes. Who knows these homes are beautiful this way? Are these apartments? Are these townhouses? I have no idea, but they look so beautiful. Alright. Never been here before, so first time. Look at the apartments over there. All these apartments, they look great. The streets are also clean. Like, can we all appreciate how the DMV area cleans their area? National Guards did clean some of these places for sure, because they were dirty before, extremely dirty. And Trump was like, we cannot spend money no more, let's use our army to clean the streets. So he cleaned them up. So I guess the dude gets credit for that, you know. He gets credit for using National Guards to clean up the streets. They are very clean. These apartments are very expensive. When you say apartments like this, very expensive. We're talking about like $3,000, $4,000. All of these apartments here, extremely expensive, and you don't get any benefits for living here. Zero benefits. But you know, you get to enjoy it. I guess the place. Oh my God, there's traffic in every single inch, every single minute. I have to slow down every single minute. So anyways, enjoy Virginia before I land into the main highway. I have a few minutes to record, so I'm gonna keep recording until I land into the main highway. The main highway is coming up. This is Virginia buses, where you can see construction for new buildings are coming up here. All right. When I drive over there. I believe I pass around here. So when I see construction, the one I show on the camera, this one's over here. I believe so. So now I'm going in the opposite direction. All right. If I go this way, I'll be going back to DC, I believe. Van Dorn Street, Mall and Shopping Center. So you go that way. That's Fairfax buses. But anyway, there's traffic here, like really heavy traffic, and it won't clear off until like later on. So I'm gonna be stuck here for another good time, another hour or so. So my camera turned off again, but I wanna show here over here. Look at how beautiful this is. There's a store here, but there's also a construction here. You can see these offices, new constructions going on here, right? They are building new offices and new houses. I always pass here all the time because there's a highway going around here. So whenever I pass here, I make a video about it, but it's kind of too far. So today I got the chance to actually see it close by in the proximity. So this is good. Traffic made me see things that I wouldn't been able to see. I'm gonna land into the highway. I hope that the camera won't turn off. If we're still running, I'll be able to say goodbye in the normal highway. But for now, just enjoy the construction here in Arlington, Virginia. Okay, so they're building new offices, new areas, new places, and here we are. Okay, so I need to jump in here because I'll be turning in a few minutes from now, and yeah, there's IHOP. Is that IHOP? These are hotels. Also I need to turn here. Let me get in, slow down. Alright. Here we go. Time to hit the highway once again. The highway is about to see me again. You can see the whole buildings, right? You can see the whole construction area. Brand new offices, brand new places. It is being built. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the car that is parked here. Come on, dude. You can get hit. What the hell is it doing? Why would you do that? Pendejo. Why was he doing that? He almost got me hit. Pendejo. Alright. Back in the highway. Back in the same place. Again, if you found this video helpful, give me a follow, like and share. Let me change the lane before I say goodbye. I can barely see anything. I'll try to use my own imagination. But anyway, that's it for today. Like always, thanks for watching. But before I leave, I want to show one of my favorite view. I just want to say that the prices of the Toro has gone up. Okay, so the price of Toro has gone up, as you can see. $3, $5, $5. All right, so they raised the prices because the traffic is much higher. Here we are sprinting because behind me, a couple miles from here, the traffic is piling up. I don't know if there's an accident. I don't know. But this is my favorite view here. As you can see, the view looks amazing. It's wonderful. Like always, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Adios.